how would you describe Grouse Mountain to someone who's never visited before?
Okay, well, uh, I would say in one word, it's majestic. You can be in your office in downtown Vancouver and super stressed out and going through that daily life, and 30 minutes later, you can be on top of Grouse Mountain and nowhere in the world will you get that. My name is Michael Cameron, and I'm the President and General Manager of Grouse Mountain. I've been lucky, born and raised in Vancouver, and not too many people can say that, but grouse has always been part of my life. When I was 14, I had my first job ever as a summer job for about 6 weeks up at Grouse. Took a 29-year break, and now I'm back, and I'm back for 23 years. So the unique part of this story is Grouse is going to be my first job ever, and it looks like it's going to be my last job ever. So it's pretty cool. When I left here, from a teen and skiing, really we were a skiing winter one season destination. And you kind of fast forward this and all the transformations of what we've done, the evolution from winter only to 4-season resort. I mean, that was the big difference. Access to the mountain changed everything. Prior to 1926, people arrived at the top of Grouse Mountain by hiking. They hiked up the mountain and they brought their skis with them, and it was extremely difficult. Now, those people were passionate. And then in 1926, the mountain highway, the back road, opened for limited car access, and the first lodge was built. And so that's where we kind of ground our 100-year milestone, is 1926. And then in the late 1940s, the village chair coming up Skyline. And then in 1966, so it was the Blue Sky Ride. And then 1976, the Red Sky Ride opened. And then last year, the Blue Grouse Gondola. What makes Grouse, again, so special, for many, many staff, it's the first job that they'll ever do. And then there's other people that started their career and finished their career. Having some staff members that have been here 30 or 40 years is not uncommon.
My name is Kirsten Heal, and I am the Director of Guest Services at Grouse Mountain. I started here 38 winters ago, so a really long time. And I happened to start just as we were transforming from a local ski mountain that everybody knew into what we are now, which is a full year-round recreation resort. We do definitely have the more physical activities, but there's another whole side of the mountain as well. We have dining in the observatory, which truly has the best view in the city. In the summertime, we have movie on the mountain. We've got lots of shows in the summer season that you just get to take in and enjoy. Of course, we've got different dining options and shopping and all that kind of stuff. There's lots of walking paths as well. And if you want to do a slower leisure thing in the winter season, we have ice skating, we have snowshoe around our Blue Grouse Lake, and you can take it nice and slow at your own pace. There's been some pretty cool, memorable moments when we got the bears, Grinder and Kula. It's been pretty awesome to watch them grow for the last 24 years. We were part of the Olympics in the sense that the NBC Today Show hosted their show here.
We're kind of settling into our temporary home here at Grouse Mountain, and we've got everything we need: spectacular scenery, an eagle-eye view of Vancouver, and plenty of room to spread out and have a little fun.
During that time, we were open for 24 hours a day, and it was really awesome because people would literally go win a medal, and then about 12 hours later, they would be at the top of the mountain having a conversation. So that was pretty cool to see. When I compare my job to my other friends' jobs, I win. Yeah, it's not a competition, but when they tell me about their paperwork and I said, oh, I had to make sure the snow was okay today, I win.
Today we have the pleasure of being in the feast house. My name is William Joseph Nahaney. My ancestral name is Hluk Elk. The space is used for sharing First Nations culture from 5-6 years old all the way up to university and international students. The young ones get more of an entertaining perspective of First Nations culture, where the adults and the older students, they get more of an educational one that touches on truth and reconciliation here in Canada. I always tell everybody that comes here, once you've been here, this house is just as much yours as it is mine. That's what I tell everybody that comes here.
I want to invite everybody to come to Grouse Mountain. If you haven't been here in the last few years, we have changed, we've evolved, and it truly is a special, iconic place.